What's up, fellow Space Marines? We have an insane update that just hit, and I wanted to go over it a little bit. I typically have not been covering any of these updates that have been coming through, but honestly, I could not help myself with this one. This one is going to be big. I don't really cover much of the campaign or PvP, but PvE has been my jam since this has come out, and this is putting some big updates, especially some that are going to make content creation easier with the private mode for operations. That's going to be fantastic. But this also has been doing a lot to help out assault players, to help out some people who are having some problems with weapons that are underperforming. So let's just get into this. Right off the bat, we have the hub sparring area, a special arena on the battle barge available in Operations and Eternal War game mode where players can compete in friendly PvP with players in their squad. I think this is just fantastic. I think this is going to be a really cute addition. That's just going to be some nice quality, tender love and care for this game. Ultra-wide support for PC. I'm on Xbox, but I know that my buddies on PC are going to love this. The private mode is going to make it great for if I'm recording a video and I don't need anybody picking up, like, say, the gene seed or something, so now that I'm continuing on with the gene seed guide. Or just to make it to where if I want to run something real quick, I can just, the AI knows what to do. The AI knows how to do it. One thing I'm actually really hoping comes through eventually would be for them to have a complete solo, not just private, complete solo, no AI, just for some challenge runs, but right now we'll do with just the private. Added the what's new and message of the day. This is all fantastic as well. I'm really glad to see it. I saw that it was talking about the crates that we mentioned in our tips and tricks for new players. It was talking about parrying, talking about setting off melta-bombs remotely without the detonator by shooting them. All are fantastic. Added some options to custom color presets. I saw some of those whenever I just loaded up the game. That is also fantastic. Fixed some minor bugs with the gaming and balancing. The power fist is what I was just talking about. Damage for fully charged attacks have been greatly increased. That's fantastic to see. The heavy plasma. Whenever you talk about weapons, it's always heavy bolter or heavy melta, or the multi-melta. And then the plasma was not getting any love, so I'm glad to see that it is, with all these buffs, increasing base damage, overheat being dramatically changed, everything good. Stems are stronger. People were complaining quite a bit about stems on Ruthless and even stems on Substantial. Stems are now going to restore contested health in addition to restore contested health in addition to the actual healing. So we're not just going to have it doing actual healing and doing nothing for contested. This is really good. Sadly, a minor nerf. My buddy, Orkbolg, is going to hate this. Ox grenade launcher ammo can be refilled only with ammo boxes and not refilled from the infinite ammo cache. I know that a lot of people have been sitting on those ammo caches and just popping the Ox grenade launcher left, right, and center. This is going to suck for them, but honestly, it does actually give a reason for those ammo boxes out of the supply crates, and I think this is actually really good so that your buddy who has the Ox grenade launcher, or if you have the Ox grenade launcher, you can go around looking for those ammo boxes. Like I said, we don't really cover campaign or PvP, so we're going to scroll right down to operations. This AI director and spawn rules for chaos enemies, everything on here is good. It's just limiting the max number of the shielded Xangors. It's limiting the snipers massively. We will be talking about in our guide the complete comprehensive guide to the Chaos faction and how to combat them. We talked about how important taking out snipers are. They're still going to be just as important, but it won't feel like so much busy work because now there will only be 3 at the same time instead of 10. A lot of people complained a lot about the shields. Reduced. People hated how many there were. Reduced. People hated how many Rubric Marines were shooting them. Reduced. I think these are all actually fantastic changes. There have been some complaints on Twitter, on Reddit, and already on the forums of people asking, is this going to make the game too easy? I don't think so. I think this is going to make people actually play the Chaos missions. Because right now, in most people's mind, there are 3 missions. There is Ballistic Engine, there is Inferno, and there is Decapitation. And that is it. Those are the 3 missions that are in operations because people are not playing these Chaos missions. I think this is going to be fantastic. Looking at it even more, the perfect parry has been updated. Now restoring armor for those kills on the minorous enemies where they jump at you, and it is not a special blue attack. It's not the pounce attack, it's just a normal attack. When you parry it, now you're going to get armor. I think that's going to make Bulwark unkillable. I think Bulwark, if not already being picked in the highest level of content, is now going to have a near 100% pick rate. Bulwark was already too powerful, some may say, with the shock field on parry and AoE on parry. This is going to be even stronger now, making your Bulwark even more unkillable. They have fixed some bugs with the block and fencing weapons. That'll be nice. Assault, here's one that's a real big one. Assault class base ground pound damage increased by 30%. That is huge. Assault has felt extremely weak, especially in higher level content, especially against NIDs, whenever it is a large cluster, and against the snipers. I've seen people getting taken out, and for what? For almost no damage when you hit. Now it's going to give you 30% more damage, making it to where those hits are actually really, really mattering. And can be paired up very nicely with a lot of other attacks, grenades, being set up with some auspics, stuff like that. Armor boosts, drop from destructible crates. I never really had too much of a problem with this, especially since I've been leveling up my sniper. I actually really like it, but I can understand why it should probably go down, especially with needing ammo for the new aux grenade launcher changes, especially for needing stems, especially. So I can get why it kind of hurts to always have armor boosts dropping. These AI changes are something I really like to see. Like I said, basically nerfs all around for the enemies, which is all good, to be honest. They were a bit strong. Do I think this is going to make the game too easy? No. Do I feel like the game was too hard to begin with? As elitist as it may sound, yeah, the game absolutely was too hard to begin with. Those Chaos enemies were hitting like trucks, and they were eating every round you had to offer and asking for more. So I don't think that anyone is going to sit here and preach to you that the game was too easy before, or that it wasn't too hard. The game was too hard. This is all very good and welcome changes. Every single one of them. If you want to pause on screen and take a look. One of the things I did notice is Hive Tyrant got buffed. Nothing but buffed. Which I think is actually pretty solid, since it's one of our only big boss fights in the game, besides the Helldrake, which I don't really call that a boss fight. So I like that he's getting buffed a little bit. Some customization, not very much. Just fixed some icon colors, fixed some issues with the default color being wrong, and added to where you can now do a Greaves pattern. I think that's all fantastic. Some of these general fixes I actually wanted to get into. The map fix tweaked dust storm density and duration on ballistic engine operation. My brother, who plays with me quite a bit, is going to love that, because that ballistic engine was actually his least favorite mission, just due to how crazy that dust storm density was. So he's going to love that. But now fixed a bug where changing loadout mid-operation would restore your health. That sucks. That was something that I know a lot of people were using on the higher level, but now it's gone. Improved jump pack ability responsiveness. My brother plays Assault, and he said that it did feel kind of not very good. So now, hopefully that's going to fix it. The other biggest ones are animation fixes. I have had quite a few times where my animations just bug out, and I'm now sliding across the ground instead of walking. Very, very odd. There is not much else in here that's causing too much of an issue on my end, except for this one right here. Fixed a bug where in some rare cases, not rare, honestly, controls would stop working after performing a finisher. This would happen at least 3 times a night. Either myself or one of my operation mates. That was very bad. But with that being addressed directly, I think that we're going to be experiencing it far, far less. Hopefully not at all. We'll be able to see if this fixes a lot of the internet issues with connectivity, with being able to get people to join it, because a lot of the times whenever I had people quit out of my operation, or if I loaded into their battle barge and I left, I would never be able to get multiplayer to work again unless I quit all the way back to the Xbox home menu, reset the game. Sometimes I had to reset my Xbox entirely. So, if all of that's fixed, this is going to be a fantastic update. I will see you guys later, and I keep an eye out for the rest of the Gene Seed guides. The Chaos Space Marine and Chaos faction guides, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.